Does outbound work? Does it not? Should you use automations? Should you not? That's not what we're talking about today. Today, I want to talk about something way more important, which is how outbound should not be seen as a standalone channel. Marketers have learned a long time ago that buyer journeys are not linear and that you cannot treat different acquisition channels as silos, but somehow we're forgetting that when it comes to outbound. So here's my take. Outbound is a crucial component of your demand creation strategy. What most companies are doing is to do outbound activity via mail, via LinkedIn. Those audiences end up in some sort of retargeting audience if they visit the website, if some actions are taken, and that's about it. This is a huge waste of opportunity. On one hand, you have a very carefully crafted target, which is exactly your target audience, it's potential buyers. And on the other hand, you have marketing not taking advantage of shaping the way the message is delivered to that audience. So what I want to show you here is an inbound and outbound integrated model. First of all, marketing should be involved in the outreach as well. If you have specific resources like an interactive demo or maybe better case studies or news coming up, product updates, all of that stuff should be communicated. Second, after the outreach takes place, you shouldn't just figure, okay, somebody will click on a link and they will end up in some sort of retargeting. No, you should be actively deciding what content to expose your outbound audiences to. So you can sync the audience with your CRM, very easy to do in HubSpot, very easy to do with other CRM systems as well, and create retargeting ads that are specific to your outbound audience. So they should be educational, highlight the problem, ideally not be too focused on your product and your solution, but really add some value. What we did, for instance, at Fullview was to go as far as having our SDR that did outbound be in the ads so that prospects get emails from the same person they then see on LinkedIn via ads as well as via organic content. And we took that a step further. We would invite those prospects to events. LinkedIn Live worked very well for us, but it could be something else as well. Adding new touch point, new opportunities to engage with what we want to communicate to the industry, problem that you're solving, and your point of view on how that problem should be solved. For us, that worked extremely well. As we kept those events ungated, we had as much as 20% acceptance rate and really engaging in a meaningful conversation, not just trying to sell, but starting a conversation based on different touch points that you create around the journey of your prospect. One way to look at it is that marketing's job when it comes to outbound is to turn cold audiences into warm audiences that are more likely to engage with your sellers. But here's the thing, the initial touch point doesn't need to be an outbound touch point. It can be an inbound touch point and have your sales team go after those leads which are already somewhat aware that you exist. Maybe they're even product aware depending on their navigation journey on your website, and go after those. So a combination I'm very fond of is Snitcher plus Apollo. So using Snitcher to identify companies coming from SEO, coming from paid search, coming from inbound sources in general, and then using Apollo to identify the right people within those organizations that you should be reaching out to. More than 50% of our outbound deals had inbound touch points, either before the outreach or after. So that's very significant. More than half was achieved with this integrated model that I'm showing you. If you're doing outbound today, if you have more input on how that can make it a more successful strategy, a comprehensive demand creation strategy as opposed to a standalone sales channel, I would love to hear from you. So if you have any feedback, input, or comments, please let me know.